Hansel and Gretel. Once upon a time, there were two children named Hansel and Gretel. Hansel and Gretel had a stepmother who was a very bad person.
I will leave Hansel and Gretel in the woods. If they disappear, my husband and house would be mine.
Hansel overheard this story, so Hansel dropped breadcrumbs onto the ground and followed her. Even if the stepmother abandons Hansel and Gretel, they would at least find their way back home through the trail of the breadcrumbs. Meanwhile, a bird flew in and said to Gretel. The bird's stomach growled and said,
I am so hungry. What should I do? I can only offer you this right now. Yum, yum, it's delicious.
The bird ate the trail of the breadcrumbs that Hansel had left to find their way back home. Stepmother rushed off and left Hansel and Gretel. Hansel and Gretel wandered around in the woods and found a house made of snacks.
Oh, is that a gingerbread house? There are cookies, cakes, and even candies. Amazing!
But there lived a witch who eats little kids at the gingerbread house.
I love eating kids. I'm curious to find out how tasty you would be. Yum, how delicious.
The witch boiled water into a big pot to cook Hansel and Gretel with. Hansel and Gretel worked together to push the witch into the pot.
Let's go! Work together! No way!
The witch screamed.
Run away, quick!
Hansel and Gretel ran away from the scary witch.
What? Where are the breadcrumbs? Hansel, I actually told the hungry bird to eat the breadcrumbs.
Are you serious? I do not have a way to get back home. What should we do now?
I am hungry.
Gretel was so sad. When Gretel was hungry, Hansel gave Gretel a piece of cake. But all of a sudden, a bird flew down and took the last piece of cake, then flew off. Hansel and Gretel were so sad and hungry at the same time.
We will starve to death in this woods.
What can we do from here? I'm so scared.
Then Gretel called for Hansel.
Hey, look! The bird is distributing the cookies on the ground for us.
So that Hansel and Gretel could get back home while following the new trail of cookie crumbs.
When I was very hungry, Gretel offered delicious breadcrumbs for me to provide to my family with.
The bird said to Hansel and Gretel.
Now it's my turn to help you guys. I can fly around the sky, which means I can easily spot where all the towns and villages are located.
Thanks to the bird, Hansel and Gretel made it home without trouble.